What's up, y'all? This Shanny Rox checking in for the 6th time. I'm back with another video. I hope everybody had a happy and safe Thanksgiving. I ain't really do too much. I ain't had no party or nothing. I just, me and my immediate family, you know what I'm saying? We just kind of cooked dinner. I had cooked 2 Cornish hens, a small little turkey, succotash, rice, and corn. No, not corn, cornbread. And that shit was so buttery and so nice. But anyway, I ain't want to eat too much because I still gotta, you know what I'm saying, get some of this quarantine weight off, you know. I gotta stick to my little gym regimen. I ain't on no diet or nothing. But I just need to just keep it together. Keep it together. But shit, I'm back. I miss y'all. What's good? What's good? Alright, so Shantae is my first name. That's my biological first name. My dad named me Shantae after one of his favorite female rappers, Roxanne Shantae from Queens, New York, the legend, Roxanne Shantae. So Shanny is short for Shantae. Hybrid803 named me Shanny. You know what I'm saying? So one day he just started calling me Shanny out the blue, and I was like, okay, that's cute. I like that. So I kept Shanny. Rox is from, of course, you know, one of my dad's favorite rappers, Roxanne Shantae. So I dropped the and off, and instead of saying Shantae Rox, is Shanny Rox. All right, so when I was in 5th grade, my mama had married a preacher. So my stepdad was a preacher, you know what I'm saying? Well, is a preacher or whatever. So I grew up in the church. And in the South, the church was like a big ass party with no cuss words. You know what I'm saying? Like dancing, singing. Like for instance, like I was my mom, she was the kids choir director or whatever. So I was singing soprano, alto, and everything you can think of on the choir, all kind of church songs or whatever. And then on top of that, they used to make us, make us, because we didn't want to do none of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to rap and do my rap shit and not this shit, but they made us go on church choir, dance on the praise dancing team. You know how they have it all white on. They doing all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't want to do none of that. My family used to sing, like, every time we have functions or, like, the holidays or whatever, we'd get together. It'd be like a big choir in the living room, and they singing, you know, Silent Night, all kind of shit. So I was always around musically inclined people as far as in my family. I ain't start getting into like rap until I see my brother rapping. Like he used to be in the room freestyling and shit, and I used to hear him, so I used to go in this room like, yo, what's up, what you doing or whatever. So he used to just start picking at my shoes in the freestyle and picking at what I had on, my hair and shit. So I used to get mad, like, what the fuck? And he used to tell me, like, instead of getting mad at me, you need to clap back at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, freestyle back on me, clap back on me. So I used to be like, all right. So I used to try to freestyle. It was whack, but, you know, that's how I got into rap or whatever. He used to be like, all right, you know, come holler at me during lunchtime. Me and my homies, we be, you know, freestyling during lunchtime, you know, at they used to call it the tree. So I was like, all right, cool. So I went to the tree or whatever, and I seen him and like 3 other dudes is freestyling. They going back and forth. They passing it or whatever. So I was, you know, over there watching them for a couple of weeks and just jamming. So one day he was just like, all right, sis, like, go in. So I just thought about something I had wrote one time before. So I had spit a hot 16 on their ass real quick. And they was like, oh, shit. Ever since then, like, he used to use me as like a secret weapon. So while I'm at the house trying to practice my freestyling skills before I bring it to the tree, you know what I'm saying? I used to write verses and try to practice on my writing or whatever too. So I can spit a 16 whenever he can use me as a secret weapon or some shit. So once he about to run out or whatever, he'll hit me with the sis and I'll come in and spit my shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we used to like tag team on their ass. After my brother and his friends graduated, we took it from the tree to the bus loading area, you know, in the school or whatever. So I used to find, you know, little kids or whatever, or all the kids who was rapping at the time or whatever. We used to meet there and we used to have little rap battles and cipher or whatever, ciphers, freestyle, whatever. So we noticed that the crowd was getting bigger. We had to move it somewhere else because it was getting a little too hot. And then it was like right there by the main road, so people thought it was a fight or whatever. So it was like, all right, fuck it, let's take that shit to the courtyard. So we had went like in the courtyard in the middle of the school, and that's where it was more private. We had lunchtime lit. Lit wasn't even the word back then. We had a crunk or whatever, man. We had that motherfucker so hype out there. Everybody was having a good time, rapping or whatever. So, you know, we got tired of that. So we was like, all right, well, we ain't got tired of it, but we was like, all right, we need somewhere to go to where we can like have a beat. Cause we had, you know, we was just rapping acapella on that motherfucker. So we took it in the locker quarters or whatever. So we went to locker quarters and we used to just be, my cousin J, like I mentioned, my motherfucker just be on they lockers bamming, making the beats and shit. Boy, we used to go ham. In the courtyard at school was where I met Hybrid at. You know what I'm saying? Him and the people he was rapping with and me and my peoples, we used to compete. Like we used to have real competitions. Like we used to try to compete anytime, anywhere. So we was going back and forth, back and forth. They had the girl, I was the girl, and it was just, we used to go head to head. Two groups just rapping. It was a friendly competition, but you know what I'm saying, one of us had to claim that shit. So we going rapping here, you know, they knocking people down. Eventually I get booted out. So it was, you know, Hybe and, you know, the dude, you know what I'm saying, Ryan or whatever, tried to Ryan Creech. He was like the head of us. So it was like them two. They had to go head to head. Hybrid803 won. So after he won, his ass took off. He started touring with some shit with collard greens, and they doing concerts and shit. And we at school like, what the fuck? Even though I started before Hybrid, you know, he kept going after I stopped because, you know, after high school I got in, you know, I was doing some things, was getting into a relationship and thinking I'm in love and going through drama and all that, and life happened and all kind of shit happened. So I kind of fell by the wayside. It was a time where I got lost in the sauce or whatever, but I'm going to give y'all that story in another video about how I just let my career go down. But the good news is I ran back into Hybrid, I want to say like in 2015 or whatever, in the mall. So we linked up. I was like, yo, I think I might want to get back into it. Well, I know I want to get back into it. I know you, I can come to you. I know you know what's up or whatever. That's how it all started. Ever since then, we linked up. We was on go ever since then. Like, of course, we had ups and downs or whatever. You know, at the time, he had some problems with the label he was with. I wasn't active at all. So we both had to kind of, you know, come together, put two heads together, find ways to get out the rut and to do what we got to do to make this music. So that's how, you know, we kind of found the Audio Evolution app. We did the whole, you know, recording off the cell phone. We kind of walked our dogs with that, recorded on the cell phone. We actually got an album called Music Made on a Cell Phone. You can find that. It's streaming everywhere. You know, like I said, we made that album on a cell phone, like by ourselves. We had to figure out all kind of shit and how to get it together, how to make it sound okay, to release it, all kind of shit. So if y'all want to know more about that, check that out. Music Made on the Cell Phone. Not to mention, while we was going through, you know, the rut and trying to figure out how we can make this Music Made on the Cell Phone thing work, we was dropping singles on YouTube. You know, we had like, we made 2 mixtapes out of it. One Shanny and Hybe 1 and Shanny and Hybe 2 on YouTube, where you can hear our growth. Like, you can hear us, you know, really putting the pieces together and really, you know, getting our voices heard, you know, on a cell phone or whatever. So that was a interesting experience. Along the way, we had got, you know, the AE gang or whatever. Shout out to the AE gang. You know, so it's a blessing. After that, we just been dropping singles, albums, singles after singles, film videos.
Shanny Rox. And then funny in person, these hoes be talking with respect. They get up on the net, they get to talking out their necks.
you know, lyric videos.
Ain't it funny how we got your rocking gloves and masks? And you ain't never seen Trump rocking none of that. Shit, I'm just saying, but anyway, I got mine on. I know I'm safe. It costs $1 at the counter.
Behind the scenes of the videos. Blogs of how we travel and do the foot to pavement promo runs. And
why, yes, it is promo. The one on YouTube, need to check that out. People gonna be checking it out. Watch him go in the store and check it out. He checking it out right now. Look at him. He checked it out. Don't worry about that. Mentally, he checked it out. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? We doing the damn thing, putting the promo up. That's the best way I can put it on the door. That's what they let me do. So I'm gonna take what I can get. You know what I'm saying? And we out here. Remember, don't never let nobody tell you can't do it. Now it's on to the next stop. What?
And, you know, street videos that we recorded on our own. You know, we got G shit on YouTube that we recorded each other on, as far as putting the video together.
So you stay high as a plane. How does it feel to know you sold your soul just to get a deal? And all them niggas round you, they just broke fake the phone. They how they let you walk around like that and still call your homie.
Ever since I was broke, my so-called people still ain't give a fuck. So I said deuces and try my luck as it come.
Step, that's a video that I recorded and Hybe had edited. You know.
I'm tired of all these bitch ass nigga around here popping all that shit. I know they don't really wanna do shit. Those soft ass nigga they soft ass nigga they put all that shit talking just cries for help. What? I don't talk, bitch. I step.
You know what I'm saying? So it's so many. There's so much work we did over the time. We just kept on going. Since then, we upgraded the studio or whatever, but we'll never forget where we came from. We'll never forget how we came, you know, from the bottom, came from nothing, came from using some Turtle Beach headphones and a on 5 Android, and we just kind of grew and took it from there. You know what I'm saying? Like it humbled me. This experience been, you know, very unique because I'm actually doing this with, you know, my man or whatever. So Hybrid, you know, he's been a very, very big inspiration and all that. So it's like, without him and the girls, I wouldn't know like where I would be, what I'd be doing. We even got the girls, you know, doing, you know, drawing art, and even they started writing some rhymes or whatever.
Hi, I'm Zaza, Hybrid803's daughter. Listen to my song, Take a Trip, on Hybrid803 podcast.
So, you know, it just been a family business, you know what I'm saying? And that's just golden, you know, building our foundation from the ground up, just trying to come up. If you want to hear what's going on, if you want to see what we've been doing, I like that stuff, you can follow Shanny Rox, SHANNYROX, across the whole board, on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, everywhere across the board. Shanny Rox. Also, you can get at Hybrid803. We constantly dropping singles. We constantly dropping albums. We just dropped Mythalana a couple of months ago. That been on Smash. That's like one of my most successful projects so far. So stay tuned for other new singles. I got Shanny Rox out. I got Opposite out. We just got so much going on right now. So thank y'all for tuning in. I'll see y'all in my next video. Love y'all.
I be the bitch like Chad and Boo and do my time like Remy Mom. If I don't sell not one record, I turn into Cleo and set it off. My salon like a trap. Money coming in and out the door. Never thinking that I'm selling dope and pimping hoes like it's 74. If you want